Trump just announced what he removed from Air Force One in honor of Bush. I was pretty much brought to tears watching former President George H.W. Bush being honored after his passing. One of the most touching moments I saw was President Trump saluting Bush as he laid in state. Melania was beautiful and regal as she stood with her hand over her heart in honor of George Bush Sr. You can tell that Trump has the highest regard for Bush. President Trump shared with reporters that he was having a section of seats removed from Air Force One in honor of President Bush so his remains could be transported to Maryland's Joint Base Andrews yesterday. From there, his casket was transported to the U.S. Capitol. Bush will lie in state until Wednesday morning and his funeral will follow. People has more on the arrangements made in honor of President George H.W. Bush. The preparations for George H.W. Bush's funeral are coming together. Talking to reporters aboard Air Force One on Saturday, Donald Trump shared that before transporting the remains of the late president to Washington, D.C., a section of seats is being removed from the plane in order to accommodate Bush's casket. So what we're doing with the plane, we land, and then they come in, and these are great people that run these aircraft. They are unbelievable. And they're taking apart, I don't think, this section. The section up front, they're taking all of the seats out, he told reporters, according to a White House pool report. The plane, which is not called Air Force One unless the president is on board, will fly to Houston, where it will pick up the late president's casket before transporting it to Maryland's Joint Base Andrews on Monday. A schedule outlining the funeral plans states that Bush's remains will arrive at the base on Monday at 3:30 p.m. ET and be transported to the U.S. Capitol. Following a short service, his remains will lie in state in the rotunda of the U.S. Capitol until Wednesday morning. Members of the public will be able to pay their respects from 7:30 p.m. on Monday until 8:45 a.m. on Wednesday. A state funeral will be held at the National Cathedral on Wednesday, starting at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Additionally, Wednesday will be declared a national day of mourning in dedication to Bush, President Trump announced Saturday. Michelle Obama has already announced that she will be attending the service, and that in order to do so, she had to cancel some tour dates supporting her recently released memoir, Becoming. Following the state funeral, Bush's remains will be transported to Houston, where he lived. A second memorial service will also be held at St. Mary's Episcopal Church in Houston at 11 a.m. on Thursday. He will then be laid to rest at the George H.W. Bush Presidential Library and Museum at Texas A&M University. His late wife Barbara, as well as their daughter Robin, who died at the age of 3 from leukemia, are also buried there. Although Trump did not attend Barbara's funeral, he plans to attend Wednesday's service.